Yikes.
Settle down.
Reduce a portion of your debt now.
All right.
Call National
Morning, Facebook folks.
800-518-4020. 800-518-4020.
Do,
That's
do, 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 do.
800-518-4020.
Are you having trouble sleeping but dread going to a lab for a sleep test? Comprehensive Sleep Medicine Associates offers sleep tests in the comfort of your home using state-of-the-art portable equipment.
Why?
Sleep apnea can ruin relationships,
Why?
cause daytime sleepiness, high blood pressure, stroke, heart failure, and more. If you're having trouble staying awake during
come
the
on
day,
now.
it's time to take control of your nights. Call the experts at Comprehensive Sleep Medicine Associates at 888-503-2762 or visit on the web at csma.clinic. Home sleep testing has certain limitations, and in some patients, in-lab testing may be needed instead.
I don't know why this isn't.
I texted you that
Oh, yeah?
little bio thing.
Cool.
They can seize your bank account,
I don't have it.
your business, and file criminal
All right, hold on.
charges. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes,
There we go. Now I'm
tax
here.
returns, call now for
So
a free case
share.
review and a price protection
Right,
guarantee
post.
quote at 800-207-1265.
All right.
800-207-1265.
That should be a-
The following program
Oh,
does
man,
not
we're already live.
necessarily represent the views or opinions
This is-
of the
we're really gonna
staff,
do this, huh?
management, or ownership
Heck
of
yeah, I
this
was about to
station.
swear, but heck yeah.
It's time to get on the
Don't
right
swear.
path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Tom Perry. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today.
Oh, man. Welcome to the show. Morning, Ginger. Happy Tuesday to you. Morning, Michael.
Get ready. The guide that will put your fears behind you is on the air now. Taking calls at
All right, stand by.
713-785-1817. Toll free 877-881-0271. Now here's your host, Tom Perry.
Hot mics.
Hey, welcome to the show, Right Path Real Estate Radio, where we help you put your fear of real estate investing behind you. Jason and I, we've bought, fixed, and flipped over 450 houses since July of 2013, so just a little bit over 4 years. And we teach people there's only 4 ways to make money in real estate. There's buy, fix, and flip, there's buy and hold, there's wholesaling, and there's being the lender, being the bank. All of those are great ways to do it. You need systems and processes on each of those. We teach it as a business, not just as a transaction. It's like the difference between teaching you how to bake a cake versus teaching you how to bake 1,000 cakes a day, making a business. Those are two different things. If you know how to bake a cake, you don't know how to build a business baking 1,000 cakes. If you know how to bake 1,000 cakes, it looks completely different than baking a cake. In order to do that, you've got to build a team. We call them our partners. And one of our partners on the line right now with us, Jennifer Hernandez. Welcome to the show, the Hernandez team. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. I've got a little cough this morning, so I'm hoping that I can make it. I apologize.
Oh, that's quite all right. You know, I have to say it's been a while since I've been this energized. I feel something special on the show today.
Awesome. Tell me what we're going to talk about.
So here's one of the things that I've been looking for. You know, it's been about, 7 weeks now since the storm. You know, I realize my personal life is kind of back to normal as normal can be, right? You know, we're buying some, flooded houses, things like that, mainly for a buy and hold portfolio. We're also, looking to flip some houses. What I haven't seen yet a house that an investor has bought from a flooded homeowner that the repairs have done to a retail standard, and then that has sold retail to an end-user owner-occupant using either conventional financing or Fannie Mae type financing. Have you seen that yet?
We have not seen that yet.
Okay, because I feel like you're the tip of the spear. Have you even had anybody, getting pre-qualified, asking for an application, starting to shop for those kind of houses?
Well, I'll tell you the only thing I did have. I had a past client call me yesterday, and he purchased cash. He bought a flooded home for pretty much lot value.
Right.
And he's going to rehab it. He's going to put $250 in it. And so he thought, I guess he didn't really think through
Yeah, right.
what it was going to take to do that.
Right.
And now he was calling me, and he wants to throw all this together and just say, hey, can't you just give me an equity loan for $250? And I'm like, equity loan on what?
Yeah, right.
Like, on the price that I'm buying it. He goes, I'm buying it for lot value, and there's a house on it. I'm like, well, but in the lender's view, there's a house on it that's not repaired.
Right,
Like,
and
well, what's the risk?
yeah, it's
you know,
not
and
financeable, right?
Can get it.
Right.
Yeah, so he can do he can do a construction loan. We can put him in a construction loan, and then we'll do the perm after it. But that's the closest thing that I've got, is that I think there's a lot of opportunities out there, and he, of course, is not well-versed in all of that. And so he just thought, I can just throw this thing together. And I think I was like his fourth or fifth call. He called who his mortgage is with right now. You know, we had sold it to a big bank a long time ago, and
Yeah.
he called a banker friend. I mean, he called several people, and he's like, I've been stalling out everywhere I've been calling. I'm like, well, it's not that hard. You just got to follow the rules, and we're good to go.
Well, it's not that hard, but yet it is, because, you know, a lot of people say, well, just go get a hard money loan. And what people miss out on is that hard money lenders don't want to lend if it's going to be your personal residence. So they won't do a homestead type of hard money. They won't do a hard money loan on your homestead. They just can't do that.
So why is that? Is it because there's all the disclosures required?
Yeah, well, it's the Dodd-Frank rules. It's everything has to comply, and then the foreclosure rules for personal residences versus, you know, the non. And so in fact, you know, I went and walked a house yesterday. We've got a great relationship with a realtor. She's just amazing, and she referred us to a house. I guess it was about, let's see, I was in Seattle. No, I was in L.A. on Saturday of last week. Not this past Saturday, because I was at the Aggie game. For those of y'all who watch Facebook, whoop, Aggies, Aggies beat the hell out of New Mexico State, which, not saying a whole lot, but. So the previous Saturday I was in L.A. and actually got the phone call the Saturday before that. Went and walked his house. It's along the bayou. It's not in the 500-year floodplain. You know, folks are really super nice. Made him an offer. It took him till a Saturday a week later to be able to come back. Same agent, invited me to come and take a look at a house yesterday. And I'm doing the math on this. Pre-flood, they were doing some refinancing. Actually had an appraisal on this house at like $585. And I thought, it's kind of an unusual number, because my thought is, what's the difference between $585 and $595? The real hard stop is at $600, right? If it can appraise for $585 on a refinance appraisal, you could probably sell it for $595. So I was running through the numbers, and I was thinking, okay, $595 pre-flood, probably going to take a 15% haircut in that price range, possibly even 20%. It got 57 inches of water in the house. That's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot. So I thought, okay, 15% off of that, it's almost $100,000 off. So I end up now, instead of being at, actually it was $685 was their number. So they were at almost $700,000. And so I rounded to $695. Then I get to $595. But then, you've got 10% on closing costs when I sell the house. There's $60,000 right out the door. So I'm at $535. Then I've got holding costs. It needs easy. I mean, even us doing it. They've gotten quotes for about $100,000 to put it back as is. They've gotten quotes of $170 to update it. And I'm thinking, because it's kind of an older floor plan, not a great flow. I'm figuring that we could probably do the updating and everything, get it done for about $100,000, but still that's $100,000. I mean, so you take that off the $535. Now you're at $435. Then you've got your holding costs. So I keep working my way backwards. We want to make about a 10% profit margin on a house, which is about $60,000 on a house. Well, there's a lot of risk in that, right?
I mean, reasonable. It's not gangbusters.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're not killing it. Right. So I, just working the actual numbers like any business guy would, I'm getting down to around 320. And she goes, oh, well, that's way off of what, we've already gotten multiple offers, in the high fours. And I'm like, well, why haven't you taken it? Well, because, and what I realize is my competition out there is a guy like your guy that, hey, I've got cash. I can't compete with the end user owner occupant. The guy that wants to go in there because he wants to live in the house. He doesn't have those same exit closing costs. He didn't have the $60,000 for when he sells the house. He didn't have the he doesn't have any of those things. He doesn't have profit built into the deal that he needs to make because he's not running it as a business, right? But what the seller doesn't realize is, you may be getting an offer, but he can't go out and get a traditional loan on this. He's got to have cash to buy this thing. And then he's got to have the the $150 or so thousand that it's going to take to repair this thing. So
Well, you can, just so you know, you can, if you're going to be the owner occupant, you can do
a construction
the
loan.
purchase of the flooded home as a lot, like a lot.
Yeah, right.
Lot gutted loan. And then the construction, right? But what he doesn't know yet, and I'm going to break it to him today, is there is quite a bit of cost involved. There's the 1% construction fee on whatever you're.
Well, and then you're going to have inspection. Yeah, every time you hit a milestone, right? Like whatever you do first, it has to be done in a particular order. And then, you normally have to have money to start. Most contractors want money to start, and no bank's going to advance money on construction for they're going to pay on completed work, right? So you got to have $25,000 or $30,000 liquid just to float. Hey, Mr. Contractor, here's $20,000 to start, and then he does $20,000 worth of work, and then you can go back and there's an inspection that has to be done in order to say, okay, these are the things that you've completed, your pricing, and so it's you can't hire Jose in a truck. You got to hire a real company that knows how to estimate line item what they're going to be doing, right? So there's a lot more accountability on that. And you're going to get architects involved and engineers involved, and it's going to be permitted. And if this guy's not a builder, doesn't have experience doing that, that's a lot of fun the first time you do it.
Well, that's another thing that this is just for people that are listening. That's another thing he told me. I said, well, who's your contractor going to be? He goes, I'm going to be the contractor. And I said, well, actually, you can't do an M&M lien in your personal name.
Right.
It's got to be an LLC or a corporate name, and the bank's going to want to check them out that they've built houses before.
Yeah, right. Yeah, how much experience have you had doing this?
2 minutes.
And then he goes, well, God, I bought this thing for below value, whatever. What do you guys care about? I was like, dude, come on.
There are rules and regulations. Yeah, go to a pawn shop, see if they'll loan you some money. Yeah.
Like, well, listen, and then he goes, well, can I just get an unsecured line of credit? I go, probably not for $250,000 unless you've got like $2 million liquid.
Right. Yeah, and if you've got $2 million liquid, why do you need the $250,000 loan? Right? Just pay for it.
Well, yeah, unless he didn't want to liquidate his stuff. But so anyway.
Well, if it's liquid, right?
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see a lot of variations of stuff, and we'll work his deal out.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll go to the 10th degree. So I want to give out your contact information because our time's running out. It's jennifer.legacymutual.com. It's 713-579-3600. A lot of people say, well, Tom, you're a real estate investor. Why do you have a partnership with a mortgage broker that is like a retail mortgage specialist? And the reason why is when we sell a property, we want the process to go smoothly. And what we recognize is the Hernandez team makes the process go smoothly. They understand all the ins and outs of the investor. They know what the retail homeowner needs. They can give us a green light, red light. So when we get a pre-qualification letter that comes in with an offer, oftentimes that's not worth the paper it's printed on. So we can send that person over and say, hey, look, we want a pre-qualification from the Hernandez team, and then y'all actually say, hey, you got a green light, these people are a go, everything that they do say that it checks out, or we get a red light, say, no, this one's going to have a bunch of issues. And you want to know about issues on the front end when that's when as an investor you have the opportunity to negotiate. So it's jennifer.legacymutual.com, 713-579-3600. Hey, thanks for joining the show, Jennifer.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Talk to you soon.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right,
Mic's off.
quick change. Foundation check is here. Come on in. Hold
Are you
on.
expecting to close accurately, on time, and with lots of communication on your home purchase? You've come to the right place. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer with Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Our goal is to give our borrowers and referral partners an amazing experience during the loan process. My team believes in putting people and culture before results. Our company concentrates on building those teams who operate with structure, process, and recognition for going the extra mile for you. This way, we have the energy to
he's
make
posting
this your
today
best home
on,
purchase ever. Give
on
us
the
a
fact
call
that,
today
he's
to find out the simple steps to get
Did you see
started.
that? $100,000
I'm
assignment fee
Hernandez,
and all
the
that?
Hernandez
Yeah.
team
Which
at
I call
Legacy
bullshit.
Mutual Mortgage.
He was moving it around so fast. Like, that's really the case. Why are you moving
Or
around
call
so fast?
713-579-3600. 3611. Again, jennifer.legacymutual.com. We
do a
can't
quick
wait
mic
to
check.
consult with you
Check,
soon.
check.
NMLS 514.
All right.
I'll have him talk one more time.
Yeah.
Nikki, 1, 2, 3, Nikki.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
All right, cool.
And we got a little over 2 minutes.
Yeah, Michael, I like that. BTHO.
Principal Inspections was founded by investor
Yeah,
Jerry
BTHO,
Hubbard, who knew just that.
Miss Ole Miss.
From the investor's point of view, Principal Inspections will give you
Nobody
turnkey
likes Ole Miss. Come on now.
inspections that are
Right.
high
Come on now.
quality, affordable, and focused
My
on
Bulldogs
situations
almost pulled it off against
I know,
Alabama.
man. I almost texted from the Aggie game
From a family of real
to
estate He
to
started
Johnny
Principal
Hayes,
Inspections
Hail
for
State.
investors because as an
I think he was at the
investor
game,
himself,
so that would have been
he
incredible.
experienced the need for fast quality inspections.
He's always at the big
Information
games.
directly
Yeah,
pertaining to
so
property condition and potential
let's
resale
move
value.
that
Principal
just
Inspections will save you time and
here.
money.
Here, I'll slide over
Call
just a little bit so you can
Principal
slide
Inspections,
this way. There we go.
832-684-5516.
Bow, bow,
That's
bow.
832-684-5516. Or go online to principalinspections.com. That's principalinspections.
Thinking about doing some new pricing
Yeah.
for 2018.
Okay. You going down?
Well, we're going to do an express report.
Okay, cool.
That'll
that'll be good.
It won't be an engineered report.
Yeah, mhm.
But if you're like a landlord or
I get it.
Basically, it'll be the AutoCAD drawing with
Yep.
a letter of opinion from us.
Right.
And it'll be a quick turn process. You won't have the full written report, but you'll know where your slab stands.
Nice.
I'm getting a lot of stuff from predominantly the landlords.
Yeah.
And say, hey, look, I don't need an engineer report. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of homeowners.
Yeah.
You know, especially due to Harvey and all, just say, look, I don't need the engineered stuff.
Right.
I want to know what's, in your opinion, what's going on. So that'll be about a $200 reduction in price.
Oh, wow.
And hopefully a 24-hour turn.
That's huge.
Because it doesn't have to go back and forth so much.
Right. So you're using the same kind of analytical software and all
Same
that kind of
software, same process that we
Yeah,
do out in the field.
right.
It's
Just no engineer looks over it and says, "Yep,
Boom.
snap."
That's
Yep.
correct.
Nice.
So
That's
and,
sweet.
And that's for 80% of our clients are still going to use the main report.
Right.
And it's just that I've had a lot of people kind of start asking me on the landlord and just
Yep.
owner occupied. So look, I don't need that extra. Do you have something that's a little more cost effective?
Yep.
So,
That's smart.
also,
Well, let's talk about that on the radio.
Cool.
Yeah.
Also looking to do some maybe 3D modeling
Oh.
with some of the foundations.
Yeah.
To give people kind of a full scope of their property. Now that'll be on the higher side.
Yeah, sure, right.
We don't have all that worked out yet. But,
Do what?
30 seconds.
All right, cool.
Just some things to kind of think about for
All right.
2018.
Yeah, let's talk about all that.
And free consultations with an
That's good
IRA
content right there.
For more information, visit our website at
Yeah, all you Facebook
trustira.com
folks, y'all get to hear it twice.
Or call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs to tap into the $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S. Call Quest IRA at 1-855-FUN-IRAs.
Hey, morning, Brandon. Morning, Jeff. Morning, Lisa. Slava. Tiger. Erica. Hey, good morning, Erica. Morning, Matt. Hey, Daniel. What's up? I saw your post about loyalty. I liked it.
Hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. We are a call-in show. Got a great guest if you've got any questions about Foundation. I'm joined by the owner of Foundation Check. Welcome to the show.
Yep, Tom, good to be back.
Yeah. So we were talking on the break and during the changeover. You've got some changes coming up for 2018. Going to come out with some new products.
Yeah, I mean, just for customer demand more than anything. We kind of we've had the same report, we've had the same engineering background and same inspection process now since 2009.
Yeah, perfect.
And that's that report is an incredible report. However, just talking to some clients, some customers, predominantly landlords, or some clients that are going to be in their home for a long time,
right,
that are not in the process of selling their home,
right, that
don't need that stamped engineered letter, and they say, hey, Brendan, I want a more cost-effective approach. I want your opinion, what's going on, that I can get in and get out. So for 2018, we're hoping to roll out what's called an express report.
Okay.
We come out, we do the same analysis, we do the same, the drawing to scale, we look at the same factors that is going on, we go back into the office, we do the same AutoCAD drawing, we run the systems we run all that through calculations through a software package.
Right.
And we still have the same analysis, it's just that you don't have the 2 to 3 day wait period. And
so no
and
engineer stamp is really all.
It-
You, so
that is
so you're
correct.
saying, hey, look, if you'll go through the same process and just skip the step of an engineer stamp, then it's going to save me some money.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, that engineers, these guys are licensed guys.
Yeah,
they're,
right, sure.
They're owed a fee.
You're
That's, that's what it is.
Well, they have a cost for E&O insurance and
Sure.
all of that. So
Sure.
and every time they put their license on the line, so you're just basically going to get everything in terms of the same recommendation, same report, same analytics, same process, except no engineer putting his license on the line.
That's correct. And
Great for buy and hold landlords. Great for people that are brand new as investors that are looking at, hey, buy, no buy decision.
Sure.
And then because maybe you're analyzing like 3 separate properties. Maybe you do the low end report on the 3, and then you buy one of those, and then can you just pay the extra fee and get the stamp?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's kind of the,
Yeah, I love it.
if we do the analysis up front and you say, hey, Brandon, I do want to go ahead and get this slab
Right.
certified.
Sure.
Go ahead and send it back into the engineer so they can review it, give me a certified slab, and then we go from there. So that it's just a customer demand. It's a request that we're getting and
The angle that I see on this, what I love, this is the thing that when we're sitting down with home sellers and, we're analyzing what their repairs need to be. What I can do for $100,000 is not what a typical homeowner can do for $100,000. Not only because I already have relationships with all those trades, but it's like I'm not a builder, but I have really the same kind of access to, plumbers and electricians and framers and roofers and HVAC folks and all those folks. If you're in this industry, you do a volume, you develop a relationship with those people. So I don't have to call 3 plumbers to get 3 different bids. Sure. And so sometimes we walk through a home seller and say, yeah, you can do all this work yourself and sell your house for more money, but, how many foundation bids are you going to have to get? Well, at least 3. How many HVAC bids are you going to have to get? Well, at least 3. How many electrical bids? How many plumbing bids? I mean, you go, how many painting bids? How many sheetrock bids? It's like, wow, that's a lot. Mm-hmm. And even for an investor, if you're brand new as an investor, if you've not developed that team of your trusted partners, you would typically need to get 3 foundation bids. Well, that's where the problem begins, because you're going to get 3 different experts, quote unquote, analysis of what needs to happen. And what I love about y'all's process is y'all don't have a dog in the hunt, so to speak. Correct. In terms of y'all aren't selling foundation repairs. Y'all are selling foundation analysis, which I think is huge. I wish that every market that has foundation problems had a foundation check, and I know unfortunately they don't. Just like I hear over and over again, wow, we wish we had a fast track in our market, and somebody that really specializes, has integrity, does it right. So let's give out your contact information. It's foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com. Phone number is 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. So you also were talking on the break that you're coming out with another like 3D modeling.
Yeah,
Explain that.
And that'll be maybe later or mid part.
Is this like 3D printing kind of stuff?
No, okay. It's just it is for homeowners or even small business owners to look at their properties to figure out how their slab is performing relative to the other plots of land around them.
Okay.
Relative to their plot alone. That stuff has got to go through experimental stage. We still got to get all that documented.
Got it.
It's just pretty incredible with a lot of the stuff with the 3D cameras nowadays.
Oh my gosh, yes.
The drone recording they're doing even nowadays. There's a lot of stuff that I could see that could factor into our product to make it more precise, to make it faster,
right?
When we're doing our analysis out in the field, but that'll be a product, like I said, mid to late. We are going to be prepared to roll out, the Express Report January 1. So I mean that is just something that's customer demand more than anything. We are still going to recommend our true standard report,
right? Which
is a full written report, recommendations, pictures. The AutoCAD drawing to scale, and then the stamped engineered letter. I mean, that is really what's, since 2009, since we looked over 1,500 slabs, that report has gotten us, to where we're at now. It's just that we're servicing probably 85% of our clients, but the other 5 or 10% say, hey, Brandon, I just want a little more cost-effective approach, and I don't need the engineered letter to sell my house because I'm not going to be selling in a while,
right?
And can you help me out? And we've not been able to really service it. But like I said, the main report with the Right Path discount is still $650. That's for 3,000 square feet and under.
Okay.
The new report, the Express Report, hopefully we're going to be able to get those turned around in 24 hours. You're going to get the AutoCAD drawing with an opinion letter with a few recommendations. That's it. and that'll be $450.
Okay.
So there's a substantial price difference there.
Right.
But we are still always going to recommend the standard of report. We just want this option to be available to our clients, based on some of the feedback that we're getting from them.
Okay. So I want to, since there's so much flooding and all that went on, want to find out your opinion. So some people are deciding to raise their house.
Yep.
And so what's...
Yeah, I mean, our analysis, we don't do much of that.
Okay.
I mean, if you look at it from a cost basis, I've looked into it.
It's expensive.
I'm an investor myself.
Yeah, it's about $25 per foundation square foot is the numbers that I've been coming up with. So you got a 1,500 to 2,000 square foot house. I mean, you're looking at $50,000.
Yeah. And some of the things I've seen have been even much higher than that. That type of engineering, you'd have to go directly to the engineer. That is not us.
Okay.
I did receive a lot of phone calls from Harvey.
I can imagine.
We're looking at your slab's performance at the certain time that it's right now.
Right.
Here, we offer recommendations on how to fix it. Whether it's erosion, drainage.
That's the other thing that I love about what y'all are looking at. It's more of a global. You're not saying, hey, this back left corner or this whole left-hand side by the kitchen, it's off by 2 inches. What you're looking at is, like, why is it off 2 inches? Right. It's the slope of the ground. It's where the gutters are coming in. It's the slope of the roof. I mean, you're looking at big picture, not only what's the symptom, so to speak. It's almost like a doctor looking at it, that, the doctor can say, yeah, you've got acid reflux, but what's causing the acid reflux? And, where a foundation company is really saying, okay, we'll just raise it 2 inches. If it's low 2 inches, but that's not addressing the underlying problem, no pun intended, root cause, right? So that's what I love about y'all's report is you're gonna give big picture. Hey, there's trees over here, and that's creating this problem. And you've got whatever else it is. Because your solution is not just about piers. Right. It's about drainage. It's about all kinds of other things as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's where the 3D modeling could come into effect in 2018, because we could send out the 3D model to the client and say, look how all this fits together. Right. Look how your erosion is causing this to occur on this part of the foundation. That product hasn't going to be developed yet, but we're working on it, and hopefully we'll see where 2018 leads us. So
yeah, Ginger is in Amarillo, and she said, wishing we had that here for sure.
2 minutes.
Yes, you want to go open a satellite office in Amarillo?
Yeah. Don't they have the Cadillacs?
Yeah.
Or is that in Lubbock? Is that the Cadillacs that they have? I can't remember.
I think is that Amarillo or Lubbock? I think it's Lubbock.
It's all
yeah. Once you're in Amarillo, what's the difference? The hop, skip, and a jump away. Yeah. Although Ginger's going like, I don't want to go to Lubbock.
Fair enough.
Yeah, beat the hell out of Texas Tech, right?
But so we're kind of the Harvey calls have kind of slowed down a little bit from the homeowners. We're kind of going back, and we're seeing a lot of calls from the investor network. Right. Like has been our traditional client in the past. We're still got a few trickle in from Harvey, but I think the holidays is starting to kind of factor in a little bit. People still don't have their insurance checks. Right. Hopefully when they get their insurance
I'm
checks.
seeing people that are waiting. So. I mean, it's been like 8 weeks since their adjuster came out, and they still don't know the number from the adjuster yet. And you're like, wow. When you have private flood insurance, different from the federal program, there's guidelines, there's requirements. The insurance company has so many days to get the adjuster out, then the adjuster has so many days to get the report back. FEMA doesn't fall under that. I mean, the National Flood Insurance Program, they've got their own rules, and it's just, wow. People. It's a sad situation, I think, for a lot of people and I'm sure you've walked at because you're an investor also.
We had 13 houses that flood, and we're in the same boat as many of our clients. Yeah, we're still going through a lot of the insurance struggles and getting checks in and getting the right funds that are, we feel appropriate.
Now, 13 sounds like a lot, but that's a percentage of how many total homes do you have, ballpark?
95 doors.
So it's about, what, 15%, something like that? 17%?
Give or take. Yeah. So we're fully occupied besides one. So we're fully up and operational. But, I mean, so, we just got to get everything ironed out and keep going.
Yeah, that sounds great. So you're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. I'm joined live by the owner of Foundation Check. His name is Brandon, and it's foundationcheck.com, 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825.
Mic's off, guys.
Hey, so did the guy from Anderson, has he called in?
Yeah, we're all set.
Oh, we are. Okay, cool. All right. Thanks, Cole.
All right,
Appreciate it.
sounds
Thanks.
good.
Yeah.
And you may have foundation movement. Due to our expansive soils in the Houston area, it's probably not a question of if you have movement, but when. Call Foundation Check for a truly independent, unbiased foundation evaluation. Foundation Check has been in business since 2009 and has completed over 1,400 evaluations. We're not in the business of repairing foundations or selling you unnecessary peer work, so we are in the business of evaluating your foundation. Our product is designed for house flippers, landlords, or even owner-occupied properties. Each of our files is reviewed by a licensed engineer. Remember to check before ever repair. Call 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. Or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects, which has helped us to create our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done, train and maintain quality crews so it gets done right, and complete
Just to ask
the
you,
work in
hey,
a proper
hey,
order so it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832
It would be 2 separate.
9992. Again, that's
because we've had other people that have wanted to do that same thing, and it's 2 separate, totally different businesses. So it'd be almost like giving it's. I mean, yeah. I'd love to promote it though, because we don't have a dumpster company, but it probably doesn't support the 1,000 yet, right? Yeah, right. No, I get it.
We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their
Yeah,
property is worth.
we're gonna be I'll be talking on Wednesday about it to our guys. So why not join as a vendor instead of doing the radio show sponsor? It's a third. It's 300.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest.
Right.
The experts agree.
I know, right?
Single-family real
Yeah,
estate
you're
is
in
one
an
of the
awkward
best
stage. I get
Find
it.
out how JD
Yeah, because if it blows up right, I get it.
9% preferred return
Yeah.
and up to a 13%
Yeah.
waterfall.
All right.
Call us
Cool.
today,
All right, see ya.
281
Thanks.
915-0906,
How much time left?
Or visit our
Hey,
website.
you can come on in.
A minute. We got 1 minute. Did you get the text I sent you?
This investment is offered to accredited investors.
No.
Investor
Hey, my
loans
number is
offering up to
832-473.
100%
Oh wait,
financing are
here.
still
Yeah, I
available.
did.
You just have to know
Hold
where
on,
to look.
I did.
It might
No
come up as
further
the
than
It did.
Noble
I got
Mortgage.
it.
Houston number.
Noble
Okay.
Mortgage is a
Yeah, I got
full-service
it.
mortgage company that's
And
been helping
that's who
investors
you're gonna be
since
talking to.
2003.
Although it says
Noble
it's
Mortgage
downloading.
offers up to 100% financing
Wow.
to investors that covers purchase,
571K.
repairs, and closing costs.
That's
In
big.
addition to
Yeah.
private
That's okay.
money, Noble
Well, his
Mortgage
name is Toby.
offers conventional
Yeah.
loans, FHA,
And
and even
he
no
is
income
in
documentation
Vegas
loans
currently.
for both
Okay,
residential
cool.
And he's one of
commercial
the
properties.
founders
Call and ask
of
about our
Anderson
5-point guarantee,
Advertising.
All right.
which includes
Name's Toby.
free pre-qualification
All right, Toby,
within
what?
2 business days.
Yeah, because
Call
it says it's
713-680-8100
it's not downloading.
or visit
That's okay.
noblemoney.com.
Toby Mathis.
That's
Okay.
noblemoney.com.
And he used to host a
Our
radio
team has
show,
over
FYI.
50 years
Okay.
experience in the mortgage industry. Call us today, 713-680-8100, or visit us on the web, noblemoney.com, noblemoney.com.
Did you need something,
292143, 8203 Willow Place Drive, Houston.
Yeah, no, only on my text.
This is Business 1110. Call Tom at 713-785-1817 and look for us on Facebook Live at facebook.com/RightPathRealEstate.
Hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. I'm joined on our telephone hotline, Toby Mathis with Anderson Consulting. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. How are you this morning?
I'm doing super. So it's what, 7:38 where you are? Is that right? If I'm doing the time zone correctly?
You are correct. It is about you got it.
So you're taking it. So it's my understanding you're
Beautiful here, though.
You're in Vegas, right? And that's where your office is. Your office is in Vegas.
Well, Anderson Business Advisors. We started off up in Seattle, Washington. So my main partner is Clint Coons, and
Yeah, we had him on the radio show 2 weeks ago.
Yep. for the last couple decades. We got involved in the 90s, and we have offices in Washington and in Las Vegas. We have 3 offices here, where there's about 150 of us total. And but we do a national practice with locations for a registered agent in every state. So
that's fantastic.
Doing this a while.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to give out your contact information. It's AndersonAdvisors.com, AndersonAdvisors.com, and the phone number is 1-800-706-4741. That's 1-800-706-4741. So I actually was I was in Seattle, Washington last week on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Was doing the radio show from the Salem Broadcasting Studios right there in downtown Seattle, and stayed in Seattle. And unfortunately, I was so tied up, I didn't get a chance to meet with your business partner while we were there. But we're making a trip back in February. And then I flew through Vegas on the way back to Houston. So I only had about an hour layover. Didn't drop a single... not a single dollar in Vegas. It's like probably the first time I've ever gone to Vegas, but since I was only there for an hour, wasn't going to drop money in the slots in the casino at the airport. Right? They even have the slot machines at the airport. So I assume you're there just to take all their money.
Pretty much. The Strip didn't build itself by losing money.
Yeah, right. That's exactly right. Yeah, it's amazing how many people don't get that. Like they're going to go there to Vegas and just their whole financial future is going to change. A better way to change your financial future is investing in real estate.
Absolutely, Todd. It's kind of funny. They say 98% payouts. We have the loosest slots. That's a mathematical guarantee to lose every dollar you have if you play long enough.
That's exactly right. Yeah, just
don't do it.
Yeah. Hey, for every time you give me $1, I'll give you 98 cents back. We'll do that all day long. Give me $1, I'll give you 98 cents back. Let's do that. Let's do that for hours and hours and hours at a time. In fact, I'll just set up a machine where you don't even need me to be there, right?
That's right. You just go there. We'll feed you a drink once in a while in case you start to wise up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll just keep you inebriated. But so tell me the history of Anderson Legal Advisors. So y'all are a law firm and y'all are a CPA firm. So y'all actually, rather than having your attorney in one place and your CPA in another place, and those guys never talk, y'all actually take a holistic approach to setting up the entities the right way. And one of the things that we got into with your business partner 2 weeks ago is, not everybody's needs are the same. Sometimes people, what they're trying to do, in fact, we've got a student in our coaching class right now that he's been really great at minimizing his tax burden. And what he does is he does his own taxes, which is not something that we recommend. And so he uses QuickBooks or Quicken, whatever it is he uses, and he takes every single deduction that he can. And so now he's wanting to grow his real estate business. And guess what? It looks like he's not making any money. So now he can't borrow any money because they're going, hey, how do we lend you money when you're not making any? And he's like, yeah, but I'm making a ton, which is true. So y'all really look at the goals of what you're trying to accomplish, 1 year, 3 year, 5 years, 10-year goals, and you're basically saying, hey, let's set up the right entity, and then let's set up the right tax structure so that there's a balance. Are you trying to, make yourself look good from a borrowing standpoint, or are you trying to make yourself look good from a tax standpoint? And those are diametrically opposed situations, right?
Absolutely. And you're hitting the nail on the head. I worked for a judge when I was first getting into the legal field, and she'd say it was the interpretation of the presentation is what you need to be considering, is who are you talking to and what do you want them to take away from it. In the law and the tax field, that's the same thing. It's you're communicating with the IRS. What do you want them to take away? You want them to leave you alone and think you're plain vanilla. They're the 500-pound gorilla. You don't want them to think you're a banana, and people will argue they're not a banana. I'm a plantain, but you look like a banana. They're going to pick you up and eat you.
Right.
You want to be like something that they don't want to mess with. But on the same token, you have tenants out there. You don't want them to see you as Mr. Money Pockets because they may just try to take some of it. And then you have the lenders, and you want them to see you as a very good risk. And all those things have to be weighed against each other. And not everybody's the same. It's exactly what you said. Some people are buying everything with cash, and they could care less about borrowing money. And then there's the people that don't have a lot of cash that need to borrow. And those are the folks that we need to be, hey, we need to make you look very strong on paper. We need to make sure that your credit score and everything lines up so that somebody looks at you as a decent risk so that you can actually build your wealth.
Yeah, so it's really like a three-legged stool. It's liability, it's borrowing capacity, and then it's taxes, right? And if you're not balancing based on where you are currently, and it can change over time. I mean, if you're just starting out, you don't have any rental properties at all, you want to borrow some money to leverage. Let's say you've got $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 in a self-directed IRA, and what you want to do is try and leverage that. Maybe you can get 3 or 4 or 5 rental properties using that money. You want to be able to make yourself look as good as possible from a borrowing standpoint. But over time, as you develop more and more properties, you want to reduce that liability, and then you want to reduce your taxes. And borrowing may not be as important because you maybe get to 10 or 15 houses that are completely paid for, and you're throwing off $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 a month of positive cash flow per house. Now you're generating $7,500 of cash flow a month. Just 8 or 10 months, you can buy another $75,000 house in cash. You don't need to borrow money. But call Anderson Advisors. They're going to be able to sit down and say, hey, where are you now? Where are you trying to get to? And based on that, we're going to use our expertise to recommend this is a solution for you to match your credit risk, to match your liability, to match your taxes, to match your borrowing capacity, all of those, the three-legged stool.
Absolutely. And, realistically, Clint and I both came out of the business realm. Clint grew up doing apartments and real estate. He and I have been investment partners for over 20 years. We own hundreds of properties. And because of that, we actually know what you guys are going through.
Yeah, at every stage of the business, right?
You know what? That's the funniest thing. When I got into business, I became a lawyer because I didn't like lawyers. I worked for a liquidating business, and every time we went to a lawyer, they told us everything we couldn't do. So all three of us, the gentleman who was like a mentor to me and his son, who was my best friend, we all went to law school because we just said we just don't want to have to listen to this nonsense that these guys spew. I still take that with me today. If your lawyer or your accountant does not do what you do, chances are you don't want to use them because they're not going to look at it from your perspective. They're going to be looking at it from their perspective, which is usually not in alignment with what you want to accomplish. So, what people used to ask me, like, hey, what's the question I should ask my accountant or my attorney? You just say, do you invest in real estate? Easy. Because if you've never had to deal with tenant calls at midnight, if you've never had to deal with, a tenant who sues you but hasn't paid rent, if you've never had to go through a Section 8 and the process there of having your property approved, if you've never had to do those things, or if you've never flipped a house, how are you supposed to empathize with the client and understand where they're coming from?
Yeah, you're not even talking the same language, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you have to have a similar experience because the lawyer is going to pull out their state statute and say, here's all the things I can think of how they're going to zap you. When we know that 80% of those are, kind of bunk.
Right.
The big things you got to be worrying about when you flip is, hey, is your contractor going to show up on time? Are you going to be able to, like if you're using hard money, do you really know the timeline of what it's going to take to do your rehab, and then what could go wrong during that rehab process, and are you prepared to withstand that? Or if you have partners, how to make sure that you minimize those partners that, they get the nervous Nellies, and so they start calling you every day and barking at you. That's the stuff that's real that people deal with, and there's ways to address it on the front end to minimize those types of things.
So what's the best way so if I'm a brand new investor, I'm looking to get started, I want to get my entity set up correctly, I want to get my accounting set up correctly so that it's a whole lot easier to, in carpentry, they say, you measure twice and you cut once, right? And I think when it comes to setting up your accounting and setting up your legal entities, probably the same thing. You want to measure twice, you want to cut once. So what's the best way for somebody to reach out to Anderson to get the entity set up, to get the accounting set up, all of those kind of things, to start that first consultation? How does that take place? Does it take place over a conference call, a video? What do y'all do?
2 minutes.
Well, you know my partner, Clint. He's all over YouTube. So there's a ton of information out there. The most important thing is just to get an assessment of where you're at and where you want to be. We call that the wealth planning blueprint. And just to make it real easy, when we get referral partners, somebody calls in and they're from y'all, it'll be a no-cost wealth planning blueprint where we take a full assessment of your assets and where you want to go, and we design a structure around it. Just call the 800 number, 800-706-4741, which you've already said a few
Yeah, it's 1-800-706-4741. If you want to go to our Facebook page, it's Right Path Real Estate Facebook page, or you can go to our website, rightpathrealestate.com, and the contact information is on there. It's a click to their website. So it's 1-800-706-4741. So it's the wealth planning blueprint. That's what I want to ask for. And you're saying because they're a listener of the radio show or a follower of Right Path Real Estate, then all you need to do is just ask for the wealth planning blueprint, and that's free.
Yep. What they'll do is they'll get an assessment of your assets, and then they'll map out a structure for you so you understand what it looks like. It's no cost, no obligation. If it's not a right fit, absolutely know that if it's not going to work for you, you'll know. If it's going to work for you, pay off, then you can take action. But it doesn't cost anything. We're not hourly lawyers. And our whole firm is built around making sure that our real estate investors are successful. We want you guys to walk away with the money. And the more success you have, the more you'll use us.
So if you want to learn more about the three-legged stool and you want to get you started on your wealth planning blueprint, go to AndersonAdvisors.com or call 1-800-706-4741, 1-800-706-4741. Hey, Toby, thanks for being on the show.
My pleasure. Looking forward to meeting you too, Tom.
All right, I'll look forward to that also. Have a blessed day.
You too.
Mike's off.
All right.
That was good.
Yeah, did all right, huh? One day, I'll actually do this professionally.
What? Stop it.
Hold on.
NextGen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give NextGen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes, binders, and the agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. It's there for you. Call Houston's leading real estate risk management experts. Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas, 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Are you a realtor or seller that is concerned about the new TRID rules and closing on time? I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer at Legacy Mutual Mortgage, and we have mastered the 30-day close. We close on time, accurately, and with tons of communication. You'll have a dedicated team of a coordinator and a contract-to-close associate. Give me a call today at 713-579-3611, and let's talk about how we can help you on your next transaction. NMLS 514497.
Real estate investors, if you're not familiar with Quest IRA, let me tell you what you're missing. We've got free weekly educational classes, networking opportunities, and the ability to tap into trillions of dollars for your real estate investing deals. Come by our office or join us remotely as we simulcast all of our educational classes every Tuesday morning and evening. For more information, call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or visit our website at questira.com.
Selecting a foundation company and their product for repair is a lot like a game of chance. You simply don't know what you're going to get. The foundation repair industry as a whole doesn't carry a license, nor is it regulated. However, Foundation Check utilizes professional engineers to review all of our files to give you the best foundation analysis in today's market. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825, or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property?
All right, 1 minute.
Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties, whether it's a flip, rehab, or a rental rehab. No more managing it yourself. No more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992.
Rehab loans, conventional loans, FHA, and no-income documentation loans can seem scary unless you have the right mortgage company to guide you through the process. Since 2003, Noble Mortgage has been helping investors just like you. Whether rehabbing houses, buying your first home, rental, or commercial property, Noble Mortgage offers up to 100% financing. Call Noble Mortgage at 713-680-8100 or visit noblemoney.com. That's noblemoney.com.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
Coming back.
This is Business 1110. Call Tom at 713-785-1817 and look for us on Facebook Live at facebook.com/RightPathRealEstate.
Hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. Want to take the last couple of minutes to tell you about our next big event that we've got coming up. It is almost sold out. We actually, I think, only have one VIP spot left. Jason and I, we've bought, fixed, and flipped over 450 houses in the last 4 plus years. And you may not want to do 450 houses. Maybe you want to do 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 houses. You know, we know what it was like to start with nothing. We started with just a marketing budget. That was it. No employees. No, everybody says, oh, yeah, you've got this, company and it's easy because you have all the systems and processes in place. We remember what it was like. It wasn't that long ago that we started everything. And what we did is that was different than other people is we didn't look at it as a transaction. We looked at it as a business, that we created a business approach to creating the buy, fix, and flip model. We bought, fix, and flip. We wholesaled. We've got some buy and hold properties. So if you want to learn how we market, how we talk to sellers, how we analyze the deals, how we find them, how we analyze them, how we fix them, how we market them, all of those different steps, we teach all of that in a weekend. I wish that there were a way to go back. I'm hearing an echo, Nikki. Something changed. All right, there we go. I wish that there were a way, if I was able to go, and in fact, Jason and I have talked about this before, if there was a Right Path Real Estate that existed when Jason and I got started, and we had gone in and somebody was willing to show us step-by-step the entire process that they used to get there. I was thinking about this last night when I was going to bed, that, before anyone broke the 4-minute mile, everybody thought it was humanly impossible. And I only share that because once you see that somebody else has done it, you can follow in their footsteps and get the same or similar results, provided that the market hasn't changed. And as it relates to the market, I feel like that this is the best time ever to get involved in real estate. People want to buy properties on the lows and sell on the highs. Right now, we've got a low in the Houston marketplace because of the flooded houses. There are more properties going to be on the market. It is a tremendous buying opportunity. Hey, I can hear all you're saying, Nikki. You're on the air. Hey, so what I need you to do is go to rightpathrealestate.com, rightpathrealestate.com, get registered for the weekend retreat. If you're not at the weekend retreat, then what you're saying is you're not serious about getting to the next level or getting started in your life.
30 seconds.
So go to rightpathrealestate.com, rightpathrealestate.com, register. It's an event that it's $297 for you and a business partner to go, or you and a spouse to go if you want to have the VIP experience. If you have more questions, email support at rightpathrealestate.com. Email support at rightpathrealestate.com. Jason and I will both be in the studio tomorrow. It is it's going to be Wednesday tomorrow. Have a great Tuesday, guys.
All right, Tom, have a good one.
Hey, Nikki, just so you know, when you were talking to whoever it was came in the studio, you could hear all of that.
Well, no, I'm not on air, but you can